From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, that's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And yet again. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, 49ers. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point forthcoming. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. That it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They'll probably cross that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On play action, now Rodgers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
To throw, it's Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. And Lance now to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Now Lance. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice kick there as they're able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
This a quick pass to Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off inside the 10. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
8 yards to go on second down. To throw is Rodgers. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Lavonte David. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Ross Blacklock on the tackle. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set, and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On play action, Rodgers. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Next to score, Texans 11, 49ers 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40. On first down, Lance. This will be caught at Samuel. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Throwing on first down is Lance. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 17-yard line.
Lance looks to throw again. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And Lance going to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk as the first half is winding down. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. Buying time to his left. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. On play action, Lance. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before half for Lance. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Flush to his right. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Zach Cunningham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And Lance now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this will be a Texans 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers flushed out right. Uncorks one for Davis. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the belt 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. A handoff left, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 38 yards. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Drake. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Again, it's Drake, and this time he is in for a Houston touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down. Keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Slide for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out.
And got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Rodgers now on first down. Going deep here for Landry. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Rodgers. It's a first down and more for Davis. And finally marked down at the 23. Rodgers to throw once more. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
That one looks like he'll throw here, staying on his feet. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. This is McCaffrey on the give. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for San Francisco, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Houston, they fall under 500 now as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.